going inside Mercedes, and oh, he's cut across me. Oh! Welcome back, one and all, and we're doing a double race here today. We're doing the short track round Silverstone and the short track round USA. See, we're completing our short qualifying around the short Silverstone layout, and it's going to put us on a cheeky pole, a very cheeky pole. Let's see there, we're a tenth up from the Ferrari behind. We're doing two 25% races here around the two short track, and we're not mucking about. We're jumping straight in. We got 4, we got 5, and it's lights out and away we go. And as you can see already, it has not been a great start at all. We got the Ferrari coming right up our inside, and someone else is having a look at there, and we just tuck in behind. We're a little bit wide, but it's all right. It's all right into the braking zone. We just hang back from the Ferrari, so he's gone a little bit deep. So we're going to try and we slotted out a bit too wide as the Alpha got behind us, and the VSC is out already. So a frantic start in this race, and we move on to the end of the VSC, onto lap 2. A lap later, so you've got a few cars in the pits already. So we're flying at the moment, right behind the Ferrari. We're going to go through Stowe as we run towards the end of the lap. He's gone very, very wide here, and we could be looking for a move down here into the end of the lap. We're going to go around the outside here into the final couple of corners, and then into the club. And we have got the move done. A super move. He's going to look to our inside, but not a good angle for that corner, and we go fastest as well. Lovely stuff. DRS is now enabled, so as the Williams comes out of nowhere, and he's going to dive up or inside very aggressively, and we read him like a book there and managed to stay out of trouble. That's the problem with this short layout. We could have lapping people very, very quickly, getting in. There's been a massive coming together. I think it was that Williams who's gagging cars all over the shop. And now we move on to lap 6. See, we've got a nice little gap behind us here for the Alpha. It's 3.3 seconds behind as we come towards the end of the lap on lap 6, and the car's cut across the track. Think about going to the pit lane, but we're going to, this is a Haas, and we're going to perfectly just sweep up his inside there. I think he sort of led us through, but you've got to be very careful when overtaking the back markers. We're now into the pits. I think the race leader has stayed out as we're going to come and, oh, where are the, and I do not know what has happened there. We stayed up till lap 9, and then only just started to work on the car, and we've been jumped by the Alpha, and it's been an absolute disaster of a pit stop here. And we've got all the work to do now after dominating the race. We leave the pit lane a little bit slow on the releasing the pit limiter, but we're going to be in, I think, what is a net P2. That is not ideal at all. We're going to have to do some overtaking on the track. And a lap later, we managed to catch him up, reel him in as we go purple in the first sector, looking to get the move now down into Stone. He's gone a little bit too wide. We're going to have DRS. We could get the move done even before the DRS zone. As we now open the DRS, we should slowly creep up his inside, going towards Stone now, looking to regain that net P1. As we go into Stone, we get the move done and dusted. Now coming towards the end of the lap on lap 10. We should be nice and clear now as he's still right behind us, but I think we should be able to pull away as we do. And it is lap 12 now. You see there's his teammate, the other Alpha, is squirming out all over the shop. We're going to have to look to dive down his inside to lap him, and he's hanging it around the outside, sweeps across, and we just about put enough juice on the brakes to back out and avoid any front wing damage. We've now got DRS on him as we run towards the not the final corner, Stowe. Look to get in his slipstream. We're going to send it up the inside, and this time we get the move done on the Alpha, the man in P2's teammate. And you see we've got I think it's a Mercedes up front of COTA, Yonka2. Very catchy and snazzy name there. Now as he comes, he's already catching him up here as he's running on the grass, trying to cut the grass for Silverstone, and he's pushed me a bit wide. I take to the runoff to avoid contact, especially on the final lap. But he's going to send it up the inside. But again, we were almost expecting it. You see the gap now behind is 1.7 seconds, and he's pushing me out everywhere. He's going to dive up my inside, trying to unlap himself all he can. There's a McLaren off to the right as well. We're going to be in the slipstream now. We don't have DRS for some reason. The McLaren is sat dead in centre of the track, so we go up his inside. Almost very Hack and Sugar Credits. Oh, the Mercedes cut back across. We've got the Alpha who's just behind us now. And we're going to be racing now into the final corners on the final laps. In COTA diving up our inside outside, but we managed just to hold on as we come through this yellow flag everywhere now. But we're just going to hold on as that Mercedes is still behind us and we've managed to win the first race. It's pole to win. You see, he's very happy, the little Toro Rosso driver, with that one. Got to be a lot of incidents throughout, and the short layout meaning we had to catch up. We caught up to a few more back markers than we normally would, but you have to be very happy with that. Winning by 2.2 in the end, and our teammate Gianni Kvyat in P7, so well on to him. We come to the second race and see we're just finishing off our quali lap here in the US of A, the short track layout. We open the DRS, and where is this going to put us? It's another pole. Another pole, 107.5. Absolutely beautiful. 4/10 clear from the Ferrari again. And we'll see if we can get a better start this time as we look at the 5 red lights now. And it glides down, away we go. You see the Ferrari's already up our inside, so it's not been a great start at all. And we could have the Red Bull going down our inside for a good measure. We're going to try and go around his outside, but he pushes us a little bit wide there, and the Red Bull's going to get a better run out of the first corner, and we've dropped down to third. Roblin the Goblin is got past us as well, and now going through the middle sector. There's no way to get past here, but he's running all over the shop. You come in, cut across the track, and see the Ferrari is not used to it, and he is going to go up the inside of the Red Bull. Can we pick up any of the pieces of this little puzzle? No, is the answer to that one. We move on anyway on to lap 3 here. Start of lap 3, and we're looking maybe, as the Red Bull seems to have gone very deep in there. We did a little bit too, and we're going to try and get a switch back on him as he runs off track and darts back on. He's going to stay on our inside, but I think we're going to get the move done into the first sector here as we thread our way through. And it's very cut across, jump onto the end of the big long straight, and he's got a great run through there, and he's going to potentially go diving down the inside. We see it again. We've read it, and we just about hang it round the outside here. Great racing between the two of us. It's both giving us enough room, but it's been very aggressive. He's doing another switch back here, looking to go maybe around outside, but then he's going to cut to the inside as we take a nice wide line here. Just about avoid contact there, and we're going to get him on the exit as we run round the long sweeping corner, and the VSC is out again. See the Ferrari, we've already caught up to him. We're positive on our deltas. We're trying to push the delta. You see we're already 1.4 up, and there's that Williams of X-Rom. I think it was causing a bit of carnage in the last race, and he's doing it again with the leaders. We've got ahead legitimately now of the Ferrari, and he's pushed us off here, the lapped runner, and the Ferrari gets back past. See, we're now 3.8 up on the delta. This is not ideal for us as we got the Alpha catching us up, and he's still doing it, this Williams, trying to get involved with the battle at the front. He was doing it in the last race. You see now we're approaching the end of lap. He's still just parking in front of us. Neither of us want to risk any damage. And VSC ending now, so we're all pushing, trying to get a good run here. And you see the Ferrari's compromise. He goes on there. And we go green flag racing. We're literally inside of the Ferrari, but he cuts across to try and get a pit lane. We're going to try and stay out, and we push him out in the end. We get a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting for that. And it was not good between me and the Ferrari there, as this lap runner is really getting in the way of it all. Let's see what happens here. He's braked really early, and I've sort of run to the back of him as he cuts across the corner. As we've now got major front wing damage, and the Ferrari could be going up the inside here as the Alpha. No, it's the Alpha. The Alpha's joined out of nowhere, pushes the Williams off for us. So thank you to him. As we now come towards the end of this section, and we coming through this last bit, and we've been taken out. I don't know who it is who has taken us out, and it looks like it's the Williams. He was not happy with what we did. He shoved me off, and I cannot believe it.
Oh my days.
And you see my response there to a 5-second time penalty as we come to the pit lane, and luckily this time my pit crew are out, as we have to wait to serve this 5-second time penalty. And if he crashed into me, I don't know how on earth I would have been given a 5-second time penalty for that. No way I went into him, and see the guys. It's going to be a 13.5-second pit stop. So we've got all the work to do with half the race remaining. You see there's a car just parked there. We get a free position from the Haas, and see we move on. The McLaren and the Ferrari are duelling here. We're right up behind them, trying to find a way past to try and work our way back up to the higher end of the points, up the inside of the McLaren. easy as you like. He's going to try and get a switch back here, but we're going to cover him off into the next right-hander. And can we do anything on the Ferrari into here? I think we're going to play it nice and sensible. Try and get a good run as maybe he's gone a little bit too wide, bouncing over the curbs. We're going to be all over the back of him. Thought about Verstappen-esking it over the curbs on the inside, but he's run way too wide onto the marbles. We could be looking around the outside here, but no, we're going to switch it back as he runs wide again, losing a bit of speed and up the inside onto the final corner, getting the move done for P8.
Brilliant. Nice move.
Yellow flag somewhere. We managed it. DRS, I think he hit the McLaren on. McLaren dived up the inside of him. We break the toe into turn 1. Anyway, on to lap 10. You see, we're caught up to 6 and 7. We're catching them in pairs like the arc. Noah in his arc. And see, we're going to try and maybe look up the inside. We're going to go, we do a Verstappen-esque move on the Haas as the Mercedes is just up the road. Now coming into this final part of the lap, I'm going to try and get him maybe down into turn 1. We look at maybe on the final corner, but think better of it. Just hang back as he's run a little bit wide. We're going to get a better exit now. As we open the DRS and fly towards turn 1, we've already got the move done. As he maybe looks for a dose of slipstream, but we're going to be well ahead as he thankfully did not decide to dive on me. He's cut the curb graciously there as he tries desperately to get back past, and now we move on to lap 13, the penultimate lap, about to start the final lap, catching up to the McLaren now. This is for a podium position. This could be our best chance up the hill into turn 1 on the final lap as they cross the start-finish line now. We run towards the corner. We're catching him constantly, getting closer and closer to McLaren, and he breaks very early. No!
That looked bad. Are you all right? Let me know you're all right.
Oh my God.
Live me is not happy with that. And, I mean, how can you be? The comeback was almost on for the podium, and he absolutely brake-checked me a treat. We had to retire there, and it is really frustrating. And that is it for all, folks. Thanks for watching.